Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's taken me about 3 months, but I finally got a mic, so hopefully the sound's going to be a little bit better. To my one subscriber who very nicely wrote, "Get a mic," I've got one. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing, and it's been overwhelming the last couple of weeks, or the last 5 or 6 days. My subscriptions have doubled, and obviously I am extremely grateful. I'm just on here talking about watches, nothing super exciting, and as you all know, I'm a big Omega fan. And in my last video I said I was done buying at retail. That might have been a slight exaggeration. If I did get the call for a certain watch at retail, obviously I'd go and buy it, but I am actively now hunting for 3 to 4 different watches, pre-owned watches. I know exactly what I want, I know exactly what I want to pay, and I know exactly the condition I want the watch to be in. And you would not believe how impossible this task is. It's literally a nightmare. It's a minefield. I'm going to try and explain it to you without sounding like a miserable git, but one of the UK's biggest seller and buyers of pre-owned watches, I'm not going to use their name, but you could probably find them out there if you were a watch person and you were looking for a finder to find yourself a watch, if that makes sense. One of the biggest UK buyers and sellers, they have a couple of watches I like, but the prices don't make any sense to me. Now I've had to write them down, so I have to apologize because I want to get this right. And there's one watch in particular, and I've wrote this down just so it makes sense to you guys why I'm struggling to hand over the money. There's one watch they have which is an Omega, because I understand the Omega market. I don't know much, but I know a little bit about Omegas. One watch in particular, the watch retails at £7,200, and they're currently selling it pre-owned, 2 years of age, might even be 3 years of age, for £5,500. That seems quite reasonable, but it isn't. That's only 24% less than retail. Now, if I wanted a pre-owned watch for 24% less than retail, you just wouldn't do it, because you can get 15% off an Omega anywhere if you're not buying from an authorized dealer, and if you really haggle, you can get them to 18%. So why on earth would you buy a 2-year-old watch for 20% off, or sorry, 24% off? You just wouldn't do it. And the numbers get even worse. If I was to buy that watch off them for £5,500, and then I was to try and resell that watch to them the next day, guess how much they'd offer me for that watch? Time delay? Are you guessing? Right, I'm just going to tell you, £2,000 less. Yeah, they're going to offer me 52% less than the watch is worth. They're going to offer me £3,500 for the watch that they sold me yesterday for £5,500. That's a £2,000 profit. That doesn't make any sense. They're working on a 36% margin. I mean, okay, you're going to tell me they're a business. £2,000 profit on the watch. So buying a so-called pre-owned luxury watch may not be as straightforward as I had previously planned. I'm going to go to another watch now that's substantially older. I want a Seamaster sword hands. I just do. I want a watch with very good lume, and they're out there at the moment, and they're selling them watches for £2,800 naked. £2,800 naked. They're on crack. £2,800 naked. Now, I haven't tapped it in, but I guarantee you, if I try to sell that watch naked to one of these big UK companies, I would lose the shirt off my back. I would be naked afterwards. So we're back to this big line, this big gap between you paying for this overpriced pre-owned watch below retail though, and then buying this underpriced pre-owned luxury watch. It's a challenge, but I think I might have come up with a solution. I'm going more local. I'm going to smaller businesses which are fairer minded on their prices. I am in negotiation with somebody you all know. May not do the deal, but he's a nice guy and he's a professional dealer, and I've had a look on his website and his prices are very reasonable. I'm also having conversations with a very reasonably priced family business in Edinburgh, and I have done business with them too in the past. I might actually ask them to source me the watch, and I'm just telling you this, I would rather pay more because you buy the dealer, not the watch. The watch I'm after, I want a full set, I want a real one, not a Fugazi, and I want it to come from a place that I know and trust. I'm also considering selling a watch on consignment to show you guys that you can still do that safely after what happened with the other guy. So that's where I am at the moment. I am not going to give up. I'm going to find a good value pre-owned watch that isn't way over retail. I'm still struggling with Rolexes though. They're still a little bit higher than you would expect in the current market, so you'll have to bear with me, but I am looking at Rolexes as well as a pre-owned option for my collection. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. I apparently need subscribers. Thank you. Catch you next time.